Hello, I'm Aradiabo, and this is RimWorld, ETNO Escapades. Last episode, after some hemming and hawing, we more or less discovered that we needed to have meat in order to make kibble. That's kind of disappointing. We also discovered that visitors, can hang around in the rain outside of our compound with the entire idea of helping us, and we will never interact with them because we're terrible. I don't know how to force that interaction. I don't know how to invite them in. I don't know. Sigh. We are there. We are making this a thing. Identical thing already exists. Identical thing already exists. Alright, so someone needs to come along and dig those out. And while they're doing that, let's have them dig these out too. Really? Okay, well let's do this. Okay, I can't get at that because probably because it's not light gray. But it seems that it's what you can see. And if for some reason you can see like all of this, like I'd be able to hit this as L just because it's been seen at some point. And it is time to open this up because I'm eventually going to throw in a couple more batteries. This obviously needs to be pulled. Not this, but come on. There we go. This needs to be pulled. Let's just clean this all up. People just mess in the hallway, and then you see Stormy's slower passing over the mess. So if we clean that mess up, okay. Why you had to go over all the mess in order to sigh. And it's pretty clear that this is going to get bigger before it gets smaller. So we'll pick this. We'll just extend it another several. Nice. This area needs a light. Has needed a light for a really long time. I'm only just noticing. Let's put it not there. Let's put it here. And anyone that's shooting pool from this angle is just going to get burned. That's just the way it's going to be. We have tethered apparel. This is probably from stuff that we've borrowed. Which means that we should at some point look into setting up facilities for making new apparel. That's probably going to go in here in the common area. Or we'll go in here in an alternate production area. I mean, I'm going to need to extend this in order to not make this a target. Billiards need space. There we go. Right? Deconstruct that. And we're going to build a copy, let's see here. Now no one can possibly build or play billiards because this thing is here, so I'm going to need to pull that out and put it over there. And that's fine. Let's see, I did want to look at the, yep, plenty of wood. I can look at it over here, but I'm finding it hard to, especially with all this kind of goop, figure out which of these has the so the plasteel is pretty easy to find. Wood, I guess, is okay, but of these things, well, I mean, what's this? What is this? It's alpaca hide. I should have looked. All right, now I know. All right, we can expand our storage area here. Again, a thing we could have done a long time ago, but hey, better late than, well, better late than something. How are we doing on good? Refrigeration is definitely intact. 69 in there. Yeah, we could dig that out now. Oh, it's a wall. It is a wall. Very nice. Yeah, let's fix this up. By the way, what is our likelihood of... Alright. Does not tell me what the percentage chance was. Here, in social, recruitment difficulty of 81. That probably tells me what the percentage chance is. You're not a pet yet. Okay. And I guess you're not able to leave? Alright. That's fine, I guess. And checking the training. Obedience has been checked there and has not been achieved. Obedience, yes. Alright. So, release is the one thing we want to do here. Food being made. Alright, so going back to our planner, we want to do something here, possibly blocking this off, meaning that anyone that wants to attack this is going to have to come around this way. But also meaning that we don't have a fast travel between our this area and this. So right now we need to go through, if we block this off, we need to go slow door, slow door, slow door, slow door, slow door. There. Research screen. Nice. Let's check this out. Carpet making, Devil's Strand, smelting. So smelting is going to be necessary before we do cremation. Sure. Works for me, I guess. We're going to grab that. You don't need to be mining at that rate. I would much rather... Wow! Okay, your priority to mine is much... Oh, I see, you didn't have anything else to do. Alright, so then you went through a tick after I gave you something to do, and then you did something. Pleased. Very pleased. And this is looking good. I'm going to want to put a chair in here. Little furniture. Ooh, equipment rack. Ah, okay. That's something to keep in mind. Alright, so wooden chair is good. And but we do want to turn it around so that people are... do they have to like each other? Maybe not. Go ahead and throw down some furniture here. Torch lamp there. Torch lamp there. Yep. And we're going... Everyone gets plant pots. Make this homey. And this. And this. And this. Yeah, she's just rocking around. Okay. Actually, let's not do that. Let's build a copy here, and then cancel that. Okay, and this means, let's zoom in here a minute. Yeah, we're not actually done with... We're not actually going to run out of wood. It's probably time to look at cutting down some more. Ready to harvest. Okay. I missed whatever that ding was about. And we'll harvest a little oak. Harvest a little oak for you. No, wait, that's something else. Yeah. Okay, don't care about that too much. Ready to kick it in high. While I get back to the orders and the planning. So, what I can do, well, we're going to at least need to go this far. And I didn't do it. Why? Because I'm doing planning. Okay. So yeah, this thing straight on, but maybe we turn this into a corridor here. That only ends there. So this fast entrance still exists, but we start building, making this into a hallway. Yeah. See, still fast, and just for right now, we'll do that. Maybe we'll put an automatic door here eventually. But if we do that, and then we just sort of draw this down, and maybe, whoops, maybe not that, but maybe this, yeah? That gives us this area to work with. Not sure what we'll do with that yet. That's something that can be set up relatively quickly, i.e. we don't have to dig it out. Okay. And then maybe we consider where we're going to put our smelter. Oh, is this guy? Yeah, he's doing pretty well for being hung out in the rain. Okay. Looking at our structures. Throwing in some walls. And keep walking. Okay, we can see this so we can mark it ahead of time. Alright. I'm comfortable with that. How badly do we want to try to recruit this person? Or are we actually pretty happy where we're at? I mean, a thing that I want to do is have people be friendly. Now, I wonder if friendliness happens faster if you're just doing friendly chat. But let's stick on recruit, and maybe we'll wait another couple days, and if that's just not happening for us, then we'll move on. Okay, grab steel. Grabbing steel is good. Grabbing all the local resources is good. Does mean that all the resources, when you start needing resources again, you have to go farther away. But whatevs. Solar flare. Now this illogically shuts down all electrical devices. Okay, guys, you were at the game. Go ahead and grab that. Alright, so I'm going to have to get my planning hat back on over here. Cargo pods. That's a nice benefit. Jump over there. I mean, so what is our end goal? Area revealed. Jump to that. Alright. Not too horrible. Not too good. Not too bad. our end goal is, I'm not really sure what our end goal is. I've been told what our end goal is, but right now, my end goal is to get to the end of this list and ship antimatter propulsion. That's suggestive. Wow, things really get complicated up here. The solar flare is done. We do not have idle people, but I bet we will pretty soon. So let me hit pause, because I need to think about what I want done up in here, or whether I want to build this area out. I'm thinking that for now, well, let's go ahead, well, yeah, I'm thinking that for now, I'm going to want to build this area out because I want to protect this. And that will also mean extending this down a bit. So let's go to security, sandbags, get our sandbags, drop them out here so we have a wider area. We're not going to get enfiladed because the next thing that we do is build a wall. How far do I want to build this wall? Let's make just let's make that wall. Okay. Now we're not building this wall yet, but we make it so that it's less attractive to come around this way. And maybe we need to make that wall a little bit longer so that the person on this end isn't shooting at these people. And let's clear this out. So there's a free field of fire in this area. People are more or less forced to come around the corner here. Good. Please. Let's see. There's this bit. That's the mining we want to do there. Uranium. Never had uranium. I think I'm going to leave it there until I have an actual purpose for it. But this compacted steel, that's a happy thing. As is this compacted steel. And a happy little tree here. Alright. Looks like our food cycle is rocking. Backing super fast. I missed that. It might have been 2.3. And she's happier. Health needs. Cramped. Okay, gotcha. Sort of feels bad. Sanguine. Okay, so you're a sanguine person. Gosh, you know, a basically happy person I'd love to have on board. Because, yeah, and a basically happy person incapable of nothing is sanguine and industrious. Sorry, honey, you are someone I would like to... Okay, report bill. Okay. So sanguine, does that also mean lazy? Upbeat? No. Industrious. Okay. So whatever that story... Oh, are you tame? You are... You have accepted and joined the community. Alright, I'm going to assign you to Animal Area 2. Interesting. I would think that an alpaca you could train an alpaca to haul. But maybe the implication here is that you train the alpaca to haul arbitrarily. So, yeah. That's just curious. I find that curious. Alright, so why an alpaca? Because wool. And so now I have a fiber, another source of fiber, where I can make warmer things. Let's see, a health, training. We have obedience. Let's start with rescue. I don't know that intelligence is the only determining factor in being able to rescue people, but I really want rescue dogs. Because if things really, really go bad, I need someone to stuff people into hospital beds. And hopefully the dogs won't get shot. And I don't say that merely from a utilitarian point of view. I just don't want dogs getting shot. Alright. Let's let this one alone. I mean, eventually I'm going to build another line of graves here. But let's do that. Build that grave line. But up to, but not including the spot that would cause us to... Whoops, that's not what I want. Up to, but not including the spot that would cause us to pull out that plant. Because I want the raspberries to reseed in case of a reduced, you know, so let's say we get blight 2 times in a row here. That would just nuke our eating, our food source. So this says low food, but I'm not buying it. I think that we have enough food. Now what I do need to look at is the kibble, which I think is deteriorating because it's outside. So I'm going to put the kibble spot inside. Kibble, 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 which is a zone or area. And I'm going to feed the dogs here. And we're going to change the stockpile zone to clear all, allow kibble. And then I'm going to delete this stockpile zone. Someone's going to notice and put the kibble inside, and then we have nice, long-lasting kibble. This is great. This is just what I want. Is that effect? Yeah, there's sort of a line effect there when I zoom out. It's kind of interesting. Not noticeable when I zoom in. So the one thing here is that at the moment, actually, so I can do this. The one thing here is that at the moment this turret is walled off, literally, from support. However, it does provide support in case someone wants to break in through the kitchen area. So I like that the kitchen area is separate from the living area, especially the hospital area. I get a lot, you know, I should put automatic doors here perhaps. Alright, let's go ahead and just continue to mine resources. At some point, well actually at the point where I can do electric smelting, I should be able to... Oh, smithing without fuel. Okay, that's what's going on. Jump to location. Yeah, we'll grab that. Why not? Neil and Aristotle have formed a bond. Okay, it's good. For a moment there, I was not thinking an animal-human bond. I was thinking a human-human bond. And actually, let's go ahead and start putting up a defensive area here. You'll see in a minute what I'm babbling about. I'm going to take limestone walls and put it along here so that this outer area here is all double protected, double walled, so that people don't decide to dig in through my walls. Or at least have a harder time of it if they do. Okay. Another day passes. And all I'm doing right now is noodling around getting research done. Oh, this means that I have, hospital beds to build. Probably not Joy. Nothing. I have chest set. We'll think this one through. Power. So what I'm looking for is that, okay, comms console. That's something I haven't messed with a bunch yet. But also I don't have a lot of random area inside either. Probably put the comms console over here somewhere. Power. Structure. Furniture. Sun lamp. Okay, that sun lamp will be in case I want to build a ship. That's promising. The sun lamp will be in case I want to do hydroponics, which would be more important in a northerly area. Am I harvesting hops yet? No, but soon. In fact, I'm harvesting them now. I want to store the hops in here. Am I allowing that? No hay, no kibble. Foods. Manufactured, raw resources, plant matter, hops. I want to allow that. So where are the hops going now? They're just sort of sitting out there. There's no place for them to go. Alright. This is good. I guess we'll put a brewing room here eventually. So what I want to do is give myself a brewing area here. Alright. And remembering that I want to double this wall and this wall. Now I want to build a copy of this, here to here, here to there. I'm surprised the hospitaling didn't take over here. Maybe I did it a confusing way, or maybe it doesn't work the way I think it does. More likely the latter. storm is just building up. Oh dear, I almost said it. Sorry. Waiting for this area to get pulled out so I can do the brewery. That's ready to get dug. Food's coming in. And in fact, it's a good time for me to, well, I don't know. Oh, alright. The kibble has been et. So I need to go hunt a thing so the dogs get fed. Guys, guess what? You're sort of useless and strutting around. Just saying. Alright. Want to start this. Want to throw the brewery station in here. Yeah? Yeah, because that'll give me an opportunity to put something on this corner too. Alright. And in order to power that, I'm going to throw a conduit along here. I'm going to throw it out to here because eventually I'm going to want to power that. And it's probably time to throw in another battery. Alright, power, battery. Battery there, battery there. And that also means putting the conduit here, here. Yeah, that's good. Now, eventually, I will probably have two battery banks, one fed by solar and wind and one fed by geothermal, so that if one of them gets blown out, as we've seen happens, I can cut the other one in really quickly just by doing and undoing lines here. As a matter of fact, what that means is I don't want to build that there. I want to build that here, because then I can put a battery here and a battery here, or a battery here, and then just have the line between be the connection between the batteries. Unnecessary, but I would put the other line here. Alright, so now we're cooking with electricity or something. And and this is ETNO Escapades, and I am a Rowdy Yabo.